What is this man doing collecting acorns, you might ask? Preparing to feed the squirrels? No, acorns are actually an incredibly delicious food for human beings. And I've got a whole nice bag of them here that I've been collecting while my film crew has been setting up at their usual incredibly fast pace. These are acorns from the white oak tree. Let's take a look at the tree itself. Here's your white oak tree. The bark is comparatively light gray. We should be able to find some leaves on the ground. And this is the secret to sound acorn collecting. The leaves of the white oak have blunt tips. Now, that's very important because you want to get rid of the tannin in your acorns, and the tannin is bitter. When you get the acorns home, you're going to take them out of the shell and boil them. White oak acorns take maybe 3 changes of water, boiling about a minute in each change of water. The tannin is water soluble. The essential fatty acids and the protein are not, so you wind up with a sweet tasting nut without any of the tannin and with quite a bit of nutrition. So your white oak tree is the one to pick acorns from. Really any oak tree with blunt-edged leaves will be appropriate. Now there are oak trees with pointy-edged leaves, and we have a red oak right next to our white oak over here. The bark is darker. And if you take a good look at the leaves, nice close-up look at the leaves are pointy-tipped. The acorn itself is different too. Let's take a look at both acorns. This is the acorn of the white oak tree, and this is the acorn of the red oak tree. If you try to cook the acorns from the red oak tree, you can boil it, changing the water for days, and it'll still be incredibly bitter. What the Indians did with the red oak is they would take the acorns, they'd shell them, and then they'd put them in a sack in a fast-flowing stream and leave it there for several weeks. The water would eventually leach out the tannin, and then they would be able to enjoy the acorns. Once you have leached out the tannin from acorns, you can use them as any other nut, as is, or roasted in oil, or dried and ground into flour. Well, there's a freshwater spring in one of the New York City areas, one of the New York City marsh areas, and I did spend a day shelling red oak acorns, put them in a bag, submerged them in the stream coming from the water. I had had the water tested so it wasn't contaminated with anything. And 2 weeks later I came back, I found the empty bag flopping around in the breeze. It seemed either a four-legged or maybe even a two-legged animal found my acorns and just threw them out and scattered them. There was not a trace of acorns left. So now I stick to our white oak trees, and you can actually open the acorn. I'm going to bite one open. Open the acorn like this. You see the nice nut meat inside. Remove the acorn from the shell. And here is the nut meat. And eat it raw. Has a little tinge of bitterness to it. Otherwise quite a good tasting nut. So you know with a little bit of boiling, this is going to be incredible. When it's done, it tastes like chestnuts. So that's why I'm collecting acorns. By the way, reason we don't use acorns in this culture, the Indians collected acorns, and the Indians were these terrible heathens from a different culture, so anything they did had to be wrong. So acorns never really wound up in Western culture as a food, completely due to race prejudice. Acorn is incredible food. It was a staple for the Indians. It's something anyone can collect if they find their blunt-edged, leaved oak trees, and you can just enjoy them. The acorns fall in the early fall. It's now the 16th of September in New York City, which is about the height of the season. And the season is pretty short, maybe from the second week of September to about the third week of September in this area. After that, the acorns start to sprout, and the squirrels get them, and they start cracking, and insects get in them. So it is a short season, but you can collect bags and bags, and they freeze quite well also. Okay, let's cut.
And action.
This is the bark of the red oak tree. Notice it's quite a bit darker than the white oak tree, and the cracks between the bark have reddish coloring in them. Look, you can follow it all the way down the bark. All these little tinges of red in between the cracks. Here you see it really, really well. This is a red oak tree. The acorns are incredibly bitter, not really one that you would want to eat. Unfortunately for foragers, the red oak tree is a lot more common than the white oak tree, so you do have to hunt around. The red oak only bears acorns every other year. The white oak has them every single year. The red oak is planted commonly in cities and parks, urban areas. And it's a really nice shade tree, quite beautiful, and it makes enough acorns that if you pick the acorns from the white oak tree and eat them, the squirrels will still have plenty of red oak acorns. And apparently they don't care about the tannin. They are adapted to being able to use the tannin in the acorns. You've never really see squirrels sitting with a fire and a pot and trying to boil the tannin out of their acorns. They may bury them, but they're not going to boil them.